This episode is brought to you by 365 Connect, the world's most advanced automated marketing and leasing platform built to keep your communities running 24/7, totally hands-free. Be sure to check out UnitRev, their AI-powered platform that creates and posts real-time content across search and social using live property data. It's redefining how communities attract and convert renters. It's a total game changer. I've seen it in action, and it's impressive. Visit 365connect.com today and tell them Mike sent you for a 30-day free trial. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. This is the tip of the day. As a reminder, I am writing or authoring 365 tips for the property management industry on the operations side of the business. They're over on my blog at multifamilycollective.com. This is day 7. It's titled 3 Simple Ways to Cut Your Turn Time in Half. Do you want to know the secret to a revenue driver? Clean up your sluggish turn process. Speed to market is a revenue driver. Every day a unit sits idle, rent evaporates. I live right here in Atlanta, Georgia, where the average median rent is $51.68 a day. Every day that a unit sits vacant is akin to lighting a $50 bill, a $1 bill, and 68 cents if you can light that on fire. You just light all that stuff on fire. It evaporates, goes away, it never comes back. It burns up, and you don't have an opportunity to capture it. So cutting turn time increases revenue, and it's simply about this: coordination. That's the tip of the day. Pre-walk your units, pre-stock the essential materials before move-outs begin, and schedule like your life depends on it, and then drive the process. I think this is where a lot of people struggle, where they have an area of opportunity. They don't drive the process. They don't hold people accountable. You have to schedule internal and external supplier partners and your internal labor sources on top of each other, nearly on top of each other. And then you have to hold them accountable to those times. They have to hit those marks. Plan for emergencies as a separate business line, as a separate workflow, so that you never interrupt your turn process. You have to schedule people on top of each other, and you have to drive the process. Don't compromise. And you have to inspect this every single day. I remember I had a maintenance supervisor that worked for me back in St. Louis, Missouri. He would literally walk all day. He's just walking, checking in on turns, checking in on tickets, checking in on resident retention items, inspections, things that he just walked nearly all day long. Every day he walked. He literally ran at times. You have to drive that. You have to be graceful. You have to be firm. You have to be fair, but you have to drive that process. Otherwise, it will drive you. And if you can't get people that work the process the way you have it designed, you might have to change people. You have to coach them up first, gracefully. Then you might have to coach them out of the organization, or you might have to offload them or off-ramp them as a vendor of choice. You want people that are just focused on the mission, speed to market, get my units turned so that I can get them released, reoccupied, and generating revenue. It comes down to this. When that doesn't happen, it's simply disorganization and lack of communication. Those two things have to get better. Just think about this. When you increase your efficiency, 3 days gained by increasing the efficiency of the turn time is over 10 units, is nearly a month's worth of rent in Atlanta. So improve it by 3 days over 10 units, 3 days on each unit, you've gained back nearly a month's worth of rent. So it builds momentum, and momentum builds NOI. We'll see you tomorrow.